I'm very happy to be talking to you about my work. And Rachel Cross, my studio mate, is very kindly helping me today. So I just want to start with the work that I have out in the hall. These I put together just because I think that there's a little orange. They're talking to one another. I love to work in this size. It's a size that fits very well in homes. And then this is another painting that I have really enjoyed doing. I did this with my 3-year-old friend from just neighbor. And what it helps me to do when I paint with children is to be free. I really love to do that. So a couple of other ones are right here. And I, again, put these together because of the colors. So this is what is out in the hall, and you can see the variety of my work, but there certainly is a theme going through in which there's abstraction, but also often a feeling of landscape or waterscape. Okay, let's go in the studio. And then do you want to close this? Yeah, thank you. So I get to share a studio with Rachel, who's helping me today. It's so wonderful. We get along so well. And Greenbelt has been a great place for me. Absolutely a great place for me. It's beautiful. I have a large, beautiful shape, and then I get to see Rachel's stuff. You got to see it as well. And we learn from one another, which I like so much. I have been here more than 10 years, and one of the things I want to say is how much I appreciate Greenbelt and the space that is here and my other colleagues, because it is quite astonishing. I can just talk about, these are the 2 paintings here that are in the group show, and then several of these other paintings are, I'm looking at them. One of the things that I do is donate paintings to So Others Might Eat. This is the great happiness of my life, to manifest paintings for people who might otherwise not have too much art. So Others Might Eat is a grand, huge organization downtown that is for homeless people, and they have all kinds of activities for people, and they have lots of places for people to live. They have programs like rehab. They have a rehab center in West Virginia, and I am fortunate enough to be able to take my art there and place it, which, what could be more wonderful? Some of my work comes from, it's completely rooted in the love of color, I think, but for instance, a painting like this comes from my time in West Africa in the Peace Corps 50 years ago. Those colors very much look like the colors that I found and saw in West Africa and going into Dogon country in Mali and so on. So I really got a lot out of that. And then I just took 30 paintings down to So Others Might Eat, so I don't have as much work as I usually do. But I'll tell you the paintings I really love. I love this little painting because a tree fell on our garage, and when that happened, it also hit the house and everything, but I got a new studio at home instead. We now have a studio instead of a garage. And what I love about this is that it's made out of the board that they used to put on the new studio. I used to have a lot more of these, but I've sold several. This one I'll always keep because I love it, and it reminds me also of Minnesota, where I grew up. And then this painting is one of my favorite paintings because it has movement, but it's also calm. And there tends to be in me something complex going on between loving the calm, so I have some work that is extremely calm, and then some that is kind of wild. Okay, here's another example of someone would like this painting, and I'll send it along to them. This one was a lot of fun to do, a lot of fun to be working on colors and so on. And I also like to do small works like this. This is an oil painting. I like to do these because then people can afford them. and also it's just fun to work with oil because of the difference in the quality and how it holds the light. So that is a lot of fun. And some of the other works that are newer. This is a newer painting. I had fun doing this too. Like, here's another one that, you know, I was talking about the distinction between a kind of wildness and a kind of calm. And the only other painting that seems to come directly from, here's another one that I'll be sending to someone who happens to live on the bayou. And I love this painting. It's very calm. You can really live with it for some time. It's quiet, and I love the colors. And then next to it is one that is doing something else, but I also love it. And one of the things that I'm very happy about is I don't have much ego involvement in these anymore. I'm 74. I'm asking only to get out of the way of the colors. So I'm really happy with these. And the only other thing I really wanted to show you was that comes from the reality instead of just the demands or love of colors, that we were about to go to Venice when we were lucky enough to be about to go to Venice in March, and then we obviously couldn't. So I painted that painting, and I think I didn't paint it because of Venice, but it turned out to be about Venice. So this is where I get to paint. This is the great joy and happiness that I have here, and that's really all I have to say. Please come and visit us when we open again. Rachel and I are, and I know all our colleagues, are really missing having people come. I love to have children come and paint with me, and that would be wonderful. So good luck, and give me a call.